Shut up and sit down.
Welcome back to Talk About the Podcast, episode 307. I'm Adrian.
I'm Jay.
And we're back for another week, 2 weeks, maybe month. We're back for another spell.
Yeah.
Isn't that what they say down in the South?
Yeah, that's
I'm going to be here for a spell.
Yeah.
And I reckon I'm fixing to have some whiskey during this spell.
I think that sounds like a good idea to me.
So I got this bottle.
Yeah, this is a interesting looking bottle.
Super interesting bottle. So I went to... Yeah, usually we have a longer intro, I just realized, but I'm jumping straight into whiskey because I want to drink.
That's a good call.
So I went to the liquor store in Woodinville.
Okay.
Proper and earnest, and I was like, I want something that's like Jameson, but not Jameson.
Okay.
I want to step up Irish whiskey. And he goes, have you had Sexton? I go, no. And he goes, don't let the bottle turn you off. It's actually really good. And then I see the bottle, and I'm all like, well, this looks dope as shit.
Why would that turn somebody off?
So it is a single malt Irish whiskey that's distilled in copper pots.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to give, and if you read the side of the bottle, it's all a ghost story about how the whiskey's made.
That's cool. That's cool.
I've been doing a lot of bourbon mojitos recently.
Oh, interesting.
Because it's hot.
Yeah.
So instead of rum, I've been doing bourbon.
Okay.
And they're goddamn delightful.
Nice.
Goddamn delightful. I'll let you do you. I think it's gonna pour a little weird.
I was just gonna say it's an odd. Just hook that under the lip and oh. Okay. Shit. How does it stop?
Okay.
Okay. So that happened. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Should I pause it real fast?
Yeah. Hold
All
on.
right.
Clean up on aisle table.
All right. Let's try this again with a pourer on there now. Oh yeah, I don't know what you were having a problem, buddy. Look at that, smooth as butter. I don't know what. Did you already get started early?
Maybe.
All right.
Okay.
So it smells really nice.
Yes.
I got the official Glencairn glasses, the approved glasses from the Scottish Whiskey Society.
Okay.
They have the large glasses, which is what I got here.
Before I taste it, I'm trying to figure out if that's peat that I'm catching off of that, or alder chips.
It is in European oak. They're very big about the European oak distilling, and they're sherry. European sherry oak.
All right. Well, here goes nothing.
Now, I think that's delightful.
I do, but I have a problem.
It's very caramel flavor.
Yes, that comes through very...
What's the problem?
It doesn't taste like Irish whiskey. It tastes like Scotch. Which I enjoy both of those things. But it's like...
Well, it is a single malt.
Right.
Which
yeah, that's true. I guess I'm used to blended.
Yeah, which would lend more to the Scotch side of things.
I mean, it's damn delicious. It's just... It's like hiding what it is a bit.
I do like it. I'm going to drop an ice cube in it.
You do that.
Pour a little more. But that's not the only thing we're trying today.
I see that. We have something else on the table.
We do. For the Spice Lords, as he likes to say. We have... What's up?
I'm behind on the show.
Are you? When's the last one you watched?
Who were the last couple? I'll tell you.
Tom Seguras.
Didn't watch that one.
And then they had the two rapper guys from Indonesia and Japan back on as a duo. They were both on singly.
No, I didn't watch that one.
And then before that was... I don't remember.
All right, let me take a look. I'll tell you. First we feast.
So this is the new hot ones. I have some information about why they stopped doing the old one. So this is Los Calientes, the official hot sauce of the summer.
Yeah, that tagline drives me crazy, by the way.
But aloha, Spice Lord.
Yeah.
And then I'll tell you a little bit about why this has changed, why they got rid of the fiery chipotle, and a couple other interesting tidbits of information I've deduced.
Oh, the last one I watched was Marquise Brownlee.
Okay.
So I'm 3 behind.
Who was after Marquise?
Joel Embiid.
Oh, yeah. And then Tom
Pricing
Segura.
And then Tom
and
Segura.
then
And
these
then
two.
Joji and Rich Bryan. Yeah, so I'm 3 episodes behind. The Marquise Brownlee one was good.
It was good.
Because I actually watch his videos when I'm looking for new tech.
Yes.
So.
And I've actually just come across him. The other person I came across, Jess and I had a wedding on Saturday. And there was an attorney I used to work with. And she's young. She's only a year older than I am. And her husband. Him and I are talking because we haven't seen each other in like 2 years. We're catching up and hobbies. And he's like, you know what I've actually really gotten into these past 2 years? I'm like, what have you gotten into, buddy? Like, hi-fi.
Oh.
I'm all like, really?
Okay.
He goes, yeah, Sarah, his wife, he goes, she's said I can't buy any more headphones until I get rid of the ones I have. I'm like, well, how many do you got? He's like, I'm at about 30.
Wow.
Yeah. And like he had brands I'd never even heard of.
Okay.
And I'm like, so what are we gonna do? He goes, I don't know, find a way to get rid of them. I go, well, I can help you with that. And I told him, I'm like, I'll help you with some of them. Like, you know, I'll buy some depending on what they are. But he's ranging anywhere in his prices. Like, obviously, like us, hates Jaybird because they're the worst ever.
Oh, yeah.
Sennheimer, Audio Technicas. He tried a Bose. He doesn't like the way they fit.
Okay.
Fine. But then he's tried all these other brands. I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about anymore. But we might have a couple more headphones to play with here
Nice.
soon.
That'd be fun. Yeah, I've been spending a lot of time lurking on the headphones subreddit. It's about time I.
Yeah.
But it was funny because in the Hot Ones video, Sean asks Marquise if you had like a sub $200 headphone that you would recommend anybody, what would it be?
And he chose the
It was
Audio
the
Technica.
MTH50Xs that I have, and I'm like,
There you
okay,
go.
good. I feel good about this.
All right, let's give this a shot here, bud.
All right.
Okay.
It's a party in my mouth.
It's flavorful. Not as spicy as I thought it was going to be, so I'm going to put a little more on there.
All right, I'm trying to. What is this sweetness that I'm getting? Sweet fruit. There is sweet fruit and tart tomatillo in here.
Yeah,
Okay.
like pineapple, I want to say.
Agave nectar,
So they put sugar in it.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
right? All right, let me do another. Oh, hey, buddy. We're gonna party.
So chilies, green serrano, applewood smoked, green serrano, orange habanero, cider, apricot, apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, tomatillos, agave nectar, which is just sugar, water, garlic, salt, onion, cumin, cilantro, black pepper, and celery seed. Like overall, I think it's good.
Yeah, obviously it's a little bit more of a big deal than a sriracha.
Yeah,
But I feel like it's one that I could put out for a group of people, and it'd be fine. Nobody
I agree.
would die from it.
no. The problem I have with it is it's too sweet for what I want.
Right. What am I putting this on?
Right. And you and I have talked about this when it comes to our sauces before. I'm a purist. I don't want, like, I'll try the blueberry ghost pepper or whatever.
Yeah, for the novelty factor.
But at the end of the day, you know what I just want? A nice red crystal Louisiana
Yep.
type of hot sauce. And while this was good, I don't know if I'd buy it again.
Like, here's what I would do with this, right? I would make, and follow me all the way here. I would make a pot of chili, yeah?
Okay. Yeah.
And I would put, like, a couple drops of, like, the Hot Ones habanero in there. Okay?
Okay.
And then to go with that, I would make, like, jalapeno cornbread with this mixed into the batter.
Yeah, I like that. I would put this on my shrimp tacos maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, like it's not going on my pizza. It's definitely not going on my eggs.
No. Yeah, I can't think of a normal. Not I don't want to say normal, but like a standard item you would put hot sauce on that I would put this on.
No. And yet, I'll finish the bottle.
Maybe if I made like a mango habanero salsa, because then it's already got a little bit of that sweet in there. I could put a couple dashes in there.
Like, that's what I was thinking about for the shrimp tacos. Instead of making the mango,
Okay.
putting that in as my sweet.
Okay.
So I don't have to add extra to it.
Yeah.
Well,
challenge to you now.
to finish the bottle?
To figure out what to use it in.
Oh, shrimp tacos. They already decided my next round of shrimp tacos, I'm going to throw that in there.
Okay. And then for the other 3/4 of the bottle?
I mean, we eat a lot of shrimp tacos in this house.
Okay, that's
But
fair.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
All right. So moving on from that. So we've had the alcohol. We've had the...
Had some alcohol, had some hot sauce.
You know what I drink an obscene amount of? I got 2 stories. One, we all know I don't drink my whiskey on the rocks. It's always
Correct.
When you're drinking in 100-degree weather,
It's on the rocks.
I chill the bottle.
No, that's even worse.
Why? How is that even worse?
Because chilling the bottle, as I recall, can actually ruin the whiskey.
Only if you let it sit long enough to ruin.
Possibly.
If I'm drinking a handle a day, I don't have to worry about it.
Fair point.
Yes.
Or you can freeze the glass.
Yeah, my freezer wasn't big enough for that.
Okay.
It was yay tall.
Oh, yeah. Hotel room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I drank an obscene amount of Cuba Libres while I was there.
Delicious.
Yeah, I know. But I became a regular at a bar, and I would walk in and they'd be like, Cuba Libre. Yep.
I've been really tempted to make my own whiskey sours,
Okay.
but traditional with the egg whites.
Oh, okay.
So
Do it.
it's egg white, lemon juice, a little simple syrup, and whiskey. But the idea of the egg white is, I don't know.
So I always get miffed by the idea of the egg white, and then I order like a pisco sour, and I'm like, no, this is delicious. Like, you don't even, like, when you're drinking it
Nope. You don't even notice
no.
it.
So.
The reason I was kind of hesitant is when I used to have a bar, we would buy powdered egg whites.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds terrible.
It wasn't bad, and it did the same thing. But it was more shelf stable.
Oh, sure.
So, yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
Anyways,
All right.
what have you been watching?
Oh my God, I've been watching so much
Yeah,
things.
me too.
Let me start with my TV.
Okay.
That's how we do
That's
this.
where we always start. Sure.
All right, let me. Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
Like 2 episodes
Yep.
beyond that. It's good. Dennis Leary.
Dennis Leary.
Yeah. Okay. He's doing surprisingly well in it. They're still making him that surfer guy, talking about when he used to ride his longboard out on the breakers and things like that.
As Dennis Leary does.
I'm like, you know what? It's fine. Still a good episode. Still a good show. Ghosted.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have this?
I've watched every episode.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you know what episode aired last night on Hulu?
The one that it was last night.
Well, we watched it last
or
night.
You watched that? Yeah, the one that was supposed to be the mid-season finale.
Yes.
It makes no sense in context of the previous 5 episodes.
Because they were fired before, and now they're back.
Right. And LaFrey was still in charge.
Yeah.
And yeah. Towards the end, minus that last one, towards the end of the second season, I actually started getting into it again. Like, I started becoming adjusted to the paradigm shift. I'm like, this is good.
But it's over.
And now it's over. It's
so
done.
was this it? Was this the last episode?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It was
Hello, Boys, is
16 episodes.
God damn it.
Yeah. So the reviews online are not favorable.
To the show?
The show in general.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that were like, I really liked where it was going until that mid-season break when they changed showrunners and the entire direction of it became an office comedy.
Yes. I prefer the first half of that season. Like, and even the mid-season finale, we find out something's going on with the wife.
Right.
We find out why suddenly he stopped trying to go after the black girl.
Yeah. And it was interesting, like, seeing episodes, 9 through 15 or whatever it was, and then coming back and seeing this one and seeing, oh, yeah, this is what that first half was like.
Yeah.
It really was like Monster of the Week type thing. So, But it's
God.
over now.
Although it was like the cold open was weird.
Yeah.
Like it did get weird for sure.
Amber Stevens West is on Damon Wayne's new show in the fall.
Is that what she's gonna be on?
Yeah. I don't remember what it's called, but yeah. So I watched
Probably
that.
Wayne's. Like it's everything he has is called Wayne.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Nashville. I think tomorrow night is the final episode of the show or something like that. That's done. It's kind of been done for a bit, but watched the first 2 episodes of Atlanta.
Oh, the Donald Glover.
Yeah.
And
It's super kind of good so far.
is it?
Yeah.
What did you think of his song America?
This is America?
Yeah. I'll be honest now.
The first couple times I heard it, without seeing the music video, I was like, I don't understand what is happening. And then you see the music video, and you're like, oh, this is what the lyric. Okay, I get it. And I think it's good.
Okay.
Went platinum.
That doesn't mean it's good.
I know. I like it.
But you like Atlanta?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, 2 episodes into Atlanta. I dig it so far. I think there's like 2 seasons out so far. So I've got like another 22 episodes, or I don't know. Finished season 1 of the guest book on the plane.
Season of the guest book. Okay.
So do you remember the guest book?
Yes.
Okay. So I started watching it, I think when I went to Toulouse in May or something like that. I watched the first 4 or 5 episodes. And then I never got around to watching it. And then I was on the plane on the way back from Toulouse over the weekend. And I'm like, there's really nothing else on demand here that I want to watch. Might as well finish that. Super funny.
I'm listening. I'm going to make an adjustment here.
Yeah. So you keep seeing the stories of more guests that come to rent this cabin. And they're really like not the focal point of the show. It's the people in the town.
Right.
And how they interact. And so, super funny. I don't remember if it got picked up for season 2 or not, but season 1's only 10 episodes, and they're half-hour episodes. So you can burn through it real quick. And you can put it on just like background noise, whatever. So I finished that. And then I watched season 1 of What Would Diplo Do?
No! No!
Again, on the plane. Nothing else to watch.
The James Vanderbeek show?
Yes!
Okay.
You want to know the worst part?
You liked it?
It's hilarious.
It's supposed to be great. It's supposed to be great.
So he gets up to all these hijinks. Like, there's an episode where he's supposed to be hang out with Make-A-Wish. He's supposed to be hanging out with like a Make-A-Wish kid for the day, and he ends up hanging out with his publicist's little brother because he was just a kid that was in the office. So he's taking him on all these adventures. There's the whole thing like, oh, you can't say he's dying, like that classic, whatever.
Yeah.
So that was funny. But one of the funniest things is there's all these cut scenes throughout it where it's like black and white interview style, and it's like it'll put a question up like Diplo's view on this, and then it cuts to him. He's just saying the most stupid, like, just ignorant things because apparently Diplo's really a fucking idiot.
Yes,
but
he
makes
is.
really good music. So super entertaining. It's only 5 episodes.
They were at Comic-Con last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Recording, like filming. So I wonder if that's going to be a thing you see.
Maybe. Yeah.
Interesting.
So I watched that. Started Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Okay.
Funny.
I haven't watched the newest season.
I literally just started, so I'm
Okay.
only 4 episodes in. I think it's pretty funny. I think the roommate, all his little nicknames he has for.
I do
funny.
like the roommate.
So-
He's the best part of that show.
Yeah. So started that.
Him and the other women from the cave or well or whatever.
Oh yeah. Watched Girl Boss.
No.
Yes.
No.
Awesome soundtrack.
That does not make a good show.
No.
That makes a good sound editor.
But I also like Britt Robertson as an actress. So
Okay.
it was interesting to see her in this. So it was only 1 season, like 10 episodes. And Netflix axed it. Watched Amazon's The Tick.
And?
Pretty good.
Okay.
Not as good. Nothing's gonna be as good as the animated series from the 90s to me. But it was funny because there's Amazon product placement.
Oh, everywhere, I'm sure.
Yeah. Like at one point they ask Echo something or Alexa something.
Do they do it like Joe McHale, where they endorse Netflix but do it while also making fun of Netflix.
I mean, sort of the whole show's satire, so yeah.
Fair.
Watch season 1 of The Crown.
Yeah.
It's good. It's a good historical show.
Jessica likes it. I've seen
Yeah.
the first episode.
Finished season 2 of Space Cases. So that's done. 20 years later. Show's over. Watched a whole shit ton of World Cup.
Yeah. And
in France.
In France.
Where the winning team is from.
But you weren't there for the victory, were you?
No, I was in a bar. I watched the last game, or last match,
Okay.
because it was like last Tuesday.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
So I was there. I watched the last match. Shots, like everywhere. And then I left and I went 2 blocks down to the Capitol Square, and there was like 5,000 people.
Of
there.
course.
And the party went on to like 2 or 3 in the morning. It was crazy. So there was that. And then I watched as much as I could of the FIL Lacrosse World Championships.
Why as much as you could?
My Wi-Fi connection was terrible.
Okay. So it wasn't like you were just like, I just can't do this
No.
anymore.
It's like I said, production value actually started getting better as they went. Somebody didn't think to make lower thirds. And then when they did it live on air. So you saw them typing the country names at the time.
No.
Yeah, it was bad.
Wow.
But it got to the point where I'd catch 30 seconds of the feed, and then it would buffer and then freeze. So I'd have to reload it.
Yeah, that's not good.
So I subscribed to ESPN Select, which is their international live on demand web service. So I have access to all of it for like a year, so I can go back and watch it. Spoiler alert, USA wins.
Yes.
Canada gets number 2. Iroquois Nation number 3. The inventors of the game lose out to the 2 countries that sold it from them.
They didn't steal it. They appropriated it. Okay?
Right. Okay, fair. And gave it a French name.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Assimilated?
No. They're where did these 2 gnats come from, by the way?
But they're like,
Hey, these 2 gnats are all about your goddamn business. No, this is like when Kanye samples another song and just makes it his.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
what this is. That's
Okay.
the same. The U.S. is the Kanye of, oh, God, I feel sick saying that.
yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
But no, it was actually super interesting to watch the Russia-Croatia game because everybody assumed Russia was going to win.
Yeah, and Croatia pulled it out.
Right. Because it was in Russia. So
And they beat England.
yeah, I know. But I was texting my brother at the time, and the game ends. I'm like, oh, today Croatia beats Russia. Tomorrow, Croatia's hotel mysteriously burns to the ground. No survivors. Russia has to fill in. So
I can actually see that happening.
Yeah,
no doubt.
No. Putin's like, I don't know.
Don't.
Ukrainian electricians. Who can trust them? All right, that's
it.
pretty much all I have for today.
All right,
That was enough.
I have a lot of wrestling. Like, oh my God, a lot of wrestling. So we'll talk about non-wrestling viewing.
Okay.
MasterChef season 9. So Jessica and I took a break from the MasterChefing because it got too monotonous, too repetitive. Same thing. And then they got rid of Joe, who was our favorite chef.
Okay.
Judge chef guy. And they brought in this woman who she's fine, but she's too sweet. She's too supportive of everybody. She's just kind of boring.
Okay.
And her herself only really knew pastries.
Okay.
They brought Joe back, and we're like, oh, Joe's back. Okay, I'm considering it. And then the way it was is the chefs picked the 3 judges / chefs picked the people who were going to be competing on their team.
Okay.
So it's a little bit more competitive. We're like, oh, we'll watch this then.
Ah.
And it's been pretty good.
Okay.
It's always nice to have Joe back because he's the meanest of them all,
Okay.
but not in a like calling people an asshole way. Like he'll be coming up and he'll taste the bechamel and then he'll be like, oh, okay, have you seasoned it yet? And they'll be like, yeah. He goes, no, but seriously, have you?
Oh no.
And they're like, oh, does it need something? He goes, well, if you don't know. And then he'll just walk away.
Oh jeez.
And you're just like, Joe. Or someone was crying And like, Gordon and like Aaron are both a little like sympathetic, and Joe's just like, ugh. And he puts his head in his face, and he's just like, ugh. So we like Joe.
All right, cool.
I'm rewatching The Office.
Again? There's other TV shows out there?
I have to rewatch The Office once a year. Okay? It's what keeps me fresh.
Okay. You can truncate that by just rewatching the UK version, and then it takes much less time.
Yeah, I've gotten to season 6 now.
There is no season 6.
Of the US Office.
There's no season 6.
Goes to 9 seasons, bro.
Oh. There's no season 9. Sorry.
Season 10.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. I don't know.
So, and this is where it goes down for me. I don't like it when Jim and Pam get really married.
Okay.
I hate Pam.
Oh.
I fucking hate Pam.
Oh, interesting.
From the beginning of the show to the end of the show, I hate Pam. And when they introduced Karen Filippelli, I was like, finally! And then she's gone. And I hate Pam.
Okay.
Especially, you know what? No, now we're going to do this, everybody. If you don't watch The Office, I don't care. Season 5, Jim buys her a house.
Yes.
She cries. She's so happy.
Uh-huh.
She's so thankful. Come season 9, she throws it in his face about how he does things without her input,
Right.
like buying her house. Go fuck yourself, Pam.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you brought up that same point when you watched this last year. And maybe the year before that.
So the reason I'm rewatching The Office is you can download it all for flights, or like it's playing in the background in my hotel room while I'm getting ready and all that kind of stuff. And I've been doing a lot of traveling.
Yeah.
The other thing we're watching is the Joe McHale show with Joe McHale.
Okay.
So season 1 is over, but then they decided to release 6 bonus episodes.
Okay.
So we've been watching the bonus episodes.
Good?
Yeah, it's fun. I
All
like it. Do you remember Talk Soup? The
Yeah.
soup?
Yeah.
Same thing
with Netflix. Yeah.
Yep. Much like you, I started a show and never finished it. For me, it was the Grand Tour on Amazon.
Oh yeah, the car show.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, why haven't I finished this? And it's delightful. I enjoy it quite a bit. It's been greenlit for season 3.
Okay.
Also on, I have MasterChef written on here twice. Coming to Amazon is also John Krasinski as Jack Ryan.
Right.
Invincible.
Yes.
More Grand Tour.
Uh-huh.
The Man in the High Castle.
Okay. I still gotta watch that one.
And Hand of God, which I haven't watched with Ron Perlman.
Oh, yeah.
And I was ready to cancel Amazon. And it automatically renewed, which I'm pissed off about because I told that woman on the phone, you turn that off. But you can't get the shows otherwise.
No.
And now I'm torn.
Right?
Now I'm torn.
Yeah.
Because I like the shows.
Okay. You're feeling a little like Natalie Imbruglia right now?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Do you think she would
it's
understand?
A late 90s reference for you youngins.
For you, yeah.
She was a Australian soap opera actress and sung one song one time.
Which, by the way, I've been listening to a lot of Disturbed and Puddle of Mud recently.
What?
Speaking of 90s.
Are you going to roll in some Corn and Limp Bizkit with that?
No, but somebody left the wedding to go to a Candlebox concert. And I'm all like, shut up. Really? That's a thing? Anyways.
Okay.
Ghost that we talked about. We never finished Archer Dreamland, so we're finishing that now.
Okay.
Good. Like Archer. Like it quite a bit. It's funny. Gordon Ramsay's To Hell and Back. Essentially... What's that?
It's like right there. The sneeze.
Oh, the sneeze is...
Right
it's
there.
right there.
Okay. To Hell and Back.
To Hell and Back. So... It's Kitchen Nightmares. He comes in, he tells you what's wrong with your restaurant and how to fix it. He helps you fix it.
Okay.
The difference is he comes to your restaurant in disguise, so you don't know it's him. His crew gets there like 3 weeks earlier, and plants hidden cameras everywhere.
Okay.
So he already knows what you've been doing. He shows up and you don't know it's him, which means he gets even worse food and worse service than he used to get.
Yeah.
And then he says, okay, we're going to fix your restaurant in 24 hours.
Okay.
Nobody go home. Nobody do anything. In 24 hours, you're either going to flip or you're going to sink.
Okay.
And some of them have sank.
Oh,
Which
interesting.
is my favorite part.
Of course. Everybody likes the failure.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay. So for TV, that's not sweaty men in underwear holding each other. That's
Okay.
it.
Great. Before we move on to that,
Yeah.
have you seen the previews for the new show? Crafted?
Oh, with
Nick Offerman and Amy Poehler?
Yes.
Like, is this just their characters from Parks and Rec hosting a game show? Is that what's happening?
It's not a game show.
Or not
It's
a
like
game show,
Master
like,
Chef Craft Edition.
Yeah, like a.
With their characters from Parks and Rec, pretty much. Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure, like.
I can't wait to fucking watch it.
Because I know Nick Offerman's actually super into like woodworking and stuff like that.
Oh yes.
And I'm wondering if Amy Poehler's just there because she has nothing else to do right now.
Pretty much.
Okay, good. That's okay.
Because Nick Offerman's so into. That's how he got into acting. Is he was making somebody's chair or table or something. Because his wife's always been an actress, and then that's how
Megan Mullally, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how he did it. He was making somebody's chair, and they asked him to fill in, and it went from there.
Oh, that's so much easier.
These speed pours are the greatest thing.
Yeah, and obviously nobody's watching this because nobody watches, but for those of you listening, it's just a little silver round disc that you fold
That you
around
roll
into
and drop it in there.
It's great. Somebody did this with like a playing card or something, and was like, wait, I have an idea.
And I'm going to make millions of dollars with Shark Tank.
Yeah.
So wrestling.
Okay.
Let's
the wrestling.
The wrestling. Been watching a lot of Raw, a lot of SmackDown.
So and I know you watch the shows. I only ever catch up on Instagram and Reddit.
Not even What Culture or Cultaholic.
I don't have time for that shit.
Okay, fair.
Okay.
So I do watch this shit. So let's talk about the U.S. stuff. Raw, SmackDown. It's been fine.
Okay.
But they did make a huge announcement. WWE Evolution.
Okay.
October 20-something will be the first time ever all women's pay-per-view.
Right. And I heard the promo, the push for this in show was not great.
It was fine.
Okay.
It was fine. You know, the problem is so let's talk about WWE Extreme Rules, which is their last pay-per-view, which was just last week. And it was fine. Like, the pay-per-view in itself was fine. So I think the WWE product right now is just fine. So since there's no high, there's not really a low. So the announcement for it was just like, okay, like, that's cool. But at the same time,
yeah, okay.
I'm apathetic towards everything in your brand right now. So what do I care?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm still watching it every week.
Sure.
And they did just get a $1 billion deal with Fox.
Right. Okay, so Evolution, all women's event.
All women's event in October.
Okay.
That's it for American wrestling.
So at this, are they going to have both? I'm assuming both women's championships will be up there.
It's going to be Raw, SmackDown, NXT,
Okay.
and the conclusion of the Mae Young Classic.
Oh, okay.
So it is going to be
So like every female wrestler on the roster will be.
And some of the classic women will be making a return.
Okay.
Like Trish Stratus, Lita, Beth Phoenix,
Okay.
the Glamazon.
Oh, jeez. All right. Okay. And what's happening over across the pond?
Oh my God! Not across the pond. Other side of the water.
It's still
Let's go to
like
Japan.
That's a pond. If the Atlantic's a pond, the Pacific's a pond.
You know what? That's true. Crazy shit, homie.
Okay.
Holy shit, crazy shit.
So from what I know, and I'm a couple weeks removed here. Bullet Club's infighting. There's 2 factions now.
Yes.
Okay.
So, Bullet Club started, I want to say about 6 years ago.
Okay, that sounds accurate.
And they started as a heel faction. For those of you who don't know, the heels are the bad guys.
Right. As opposed to the faces.
As opposed to the faces. And they just went around being heel assholes, beating people up and not caring about it.
Okay.
Eventually, they got the Young Bucks came in and Kenny Omega, and they started doing YouTube channels and selling a shit ton of merch that everyone under the sun has seen or worn, and they became this face faction.
Okay.
Cody Rhodes joins them, and now it's Cody versus Kenny for the leadership of the club, and it's been all about the U.S. Bullet Club, not about the original Japanese.
Okay.
And the original Japanese guys were like, this shit needs to stop, because if it doesn't stop, we'll stop it. Like, they even told them, like, you guys have fucking lost sight of who we are. And at New Japan, the G1 special from San Francisco,
Okay.
the American Bullet Club was doing the American Bullet Club thing, and the OGs were like, we're fucking sick of this. And they just fucking romple-stomped everybody.
Okay.
Now, I love Cody. Love Cody, and everybody knows it. And I like the American Bullet Club, but I've always loved the Japanese.
Okay.
In fact, when I went to LA Comic-Con last year, I got to go hang out with the Tongans, who are
Oh,
part
nice.
of the Samoan dynasty.
Yeah.
Those of you who don't know, they're Haku's son, King Haku, who is uncle to The Rock,
Right.
brother to Rikishi, uncle to the Uso, like the Samoan dynasty, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And they're OGs, Fale, Tama. So I spent time with them. So it was really exciting for them to come back and be like, no, you know what? Fuck you guys. And they just ran over everybody. Now, the interesting bit of news that's only going to be interesting for you, me, Frugal, and Norman is that the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega's contracts are up in November
Oh, interesting.
with New Japan.
Yeah.
And there's an event called All In,
Yep.
which essentially ties up all these stories that are going on. Everything will come to a head then.
Okay.
And the rumor, it's been rumored for a little bit in talks that the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega are going to WWE.
Oh.
It's
Okay.
gotten to the point through discussions that if they can agree to terms, they're in.
Interesting.
Like, that's what's going to be.
And main roster.
Main roster.
Yeah.
To the point that Cody has released merchandise not branded with the Bullet Club.
Oh.
Just branded as the
American Nightmare?
No, the
Oh.
Nightmare Family.
Oh.
Because he was called the American Nightmare before he joined the Bullet Club.
Right.
But he's got his own logo now.
Yeah.
And you on the left arm, it always had the Bullet Club
Yeah.
insignia. It doesn't.
Uh-oh.
It says Nightmare Family. So the thought is that he's preparing for exiting the Bullet
Right.
Club
Right.
because the Americans are essentially joining the WWE.
Uh,
So that's the speculation.
Okay.
Because he came from the WWE.
right. So he wouldn't go back though, right?
He would, but not yet. His contract still has some time left on it.
He didn't have a lot of success in WWE. That's why he went independent anyways. They weren't giving him a push. They weren't putting him over. So
Right. He wanted to stop the Stardust stuff, and they said no, and they weren't putting him over. But now, if they bring him back, they have to bring him back as the American Nightmare.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm sure he could have it in his contract, a lot more creative control.
Right.
Because Cody and the Young Bucks were actually the minds behind this past 2 years of independent wrestling.
Right.
Like, it's all been their creation. So,
Okay.
yeah. That's what's going on with that. Wrestling. Japan. So good. Motherfucker got his neck broken.
Oh, snap.
Finished the match.
What?
Still went back to the locker room, and then that's when he complained.
Oh, jeez.
Like, these Japanese fuckers are hardcore. So, like, they're talking about, like... So, WWE Extreme Rules had a 30-minute Iron Man match. And everyone's talking about how great it was. And it was a good match, but how exhausting that is. Okada and Omega went for an hour and 17 minutes.
Right, I saw that.
Who are you fucking even kidding?
And Meltzer said that is now the greatest match of the modern generation.
It was a phenomenal match.
It was like the first 5 diamond match in 20 years or something.
So, and what's really fascinating about the Japanese stuff is, so in the U.S., ever since that match, Okada has not been acting like himself. He's dyed his hair. He doesn't come out of the entrance the same way. He's not wearing his elaborate robes anymore.
Okay.
Because he dropped the strap. He lost the belt.
Right.
So you can tell it's affecting him mentally.
Okay.
But it's all told through the storyline of his actions and the way he's in the matches. He's not wrestling the same way. He's losing. He doesn't have the same. So they're building the story that way. Whereas in the U.S., you would just get a 30, 40-minute diatribe about it.
Yeah.
Like every Raw for 4 weeks until a pay-per-view.
Right.
They're telling the story through their actions, their behaviors, and all that kind of stuff. So as you're watching it, like Okada's, like when his first match afterwards, he didn't wear his fancy robe.
Okay.
And then the next time he came out in a weird shirt, and he was like kind of sullen, and then he dyed his hair a weird color and was wrestling funny. Like you can tell since then he's just been on this.
Yeah.
And his stablemates are now kind of like looking at him funny. Like they're telling the story. Oh God, I can't believe I'm gonna say this. It's like an opera. Where they're telling the story in a different way. Yeah.
When they do their events in Japan, do you know, is there like a central location they do it, or do they kind of travel around?
Mostly out of Osaka, but they do travel through Japan.
Okay. I'm potentially going to be in Japan for a couple weeks next month. It'd be cool if I could like.
Oh, dude, you should totally
link up
go.
and go see an event.
The crazy thing is also the audience is completely different.
Okay.
Like,
you said they kind of just sit there.
They're very polite. They do a lot of clapping.
Yeah.
They cheer before the match and they'll cheer after the match. They're
But
not
during,
they're not disturbing during the match.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Very respectful.
Cool.
Before you leave, remind me to show you when Takashi broke his neck because it is fucking
God.
crazy.
Okay. Yeah.
Did you watch any movies?
I did. I watched 6 movies.
Shit, me too.
All right.
Wow.
Wouldn't it be weird if they were the same 6?
If they were, I know for a fact 2 of mine you have not watched.
I know
Oh.
pretty confident that the first one I watched today, you're going to be like, the fuck is that? Okay. So I watched Icarus.
Icarus.
What the fuck is that?
Well, I mean, that's the motherfucker who flew too close to the
Sure.
sun, and yeah.
So, my brother recommended this one to me as the night that Russia lost. He's like, and I made that joke. He's like, have you ever watched Icarus, the documentary on Netflix? I'm like, no. What the fuck is that? He's like, watch it. It's good. So the basis of it is there's this guy who's been a cyclist his entire life, or like his entire adult life. He's kind of hobbyist, but he wants to try to compete to see how he would do, like road bike racing. So he goes and does this course that it's, I guess, the most grueling single day event you can do or something. I don't know. He places like 13th, and he's like, I was 13th, but I was nowhere near anybody in the top 10. And then he starts talking about Lance Armstrong and the doping and everything like that. So he decides to go on a doping regimen and document it to see if it makes that much of a difference.
Oh, interesting.
So he gets put in contact with this doctor in Russia to come up with his regimen. And he finds out that this doctor in Russia is the one that made the regimen for all of the Russian Olympic athletes.
Oh, shit.
And then he's like, wait, what? You mean they're all doping? And he's like, yeah, they have been for 30 years. But isn't there protocols, like tests and lab, like quizzes and things like that they have to do? Yeah, but we figured out a way around it through our lab. They were tested in Sochi through our lab. And
Wow.
so he stumbles upon this huge, elaborate, scheme to get Russian athletes to pass tests, even though they're on all
Right.
of these performance-enhancing drugs. And it's a big whole thing. And this documentary is what ended up leading to the Russian athletes at the Summer Olympics this last year not being able to compete under the Russian flag and having to compete under the Olympic Committee flag. Just because this guy was curious to see if performance-enhancing drugs could help him get slightly better in a road bike race.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So obviously it's a true story. Like, you can go research it and everything. Like that. This is how it actually happened. But yeah, so it's a documentary on Netflix.
Icarus.
It's like 2 hours long.
Okay.
Okay, so I watched that. And then I watched To the Bone. Do you know this one?
No.
Okay. To the Bone has an actress.
Okay, I like those.
Can't remember her
Is she a
name now.
good-looking actress? I really like those.
Well, this is a movie about her dealing with anorexia. So it depends on if you're into twigs or not.
I mean...
Keanu Reeves is in it. He plays her therapist.
Okay.
And it's all about her living in this treatment home, trying to get better or not get better, deal with why she's the way she is and that sort of thing. Decent movie. Some of it's like you see people gone.
Right, yeah,
Ugh.
it's hard to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was that. Dude just came out in December last year. It's got Lucy Hale.
I like her.
It's her and 3 of her friends, senior year of high school. Her boyfriend died in an accident, so she's dealing with it. Her and all her friends are like the super druggies of the school. It's all right.
Okay.
It
I'll pass on that.
Wasn't great, but and then I watched Her, because I never got around to watching that 4 years
The
ago. when it
one
came
with
out.
Joaquin Phoenix?
Yeah.
Okay.
I never watched it when it came out, and it was on the plane. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll watch it. It was all right.
Yeah, it's nothing to write home about.
Yeah. Love Simon. So you know Melissa and Joey, the son.
Yeah.
It's him.
What?
He does good. It's his senior year of high school, and he decides to come out as gay. So it's like the reaction, like it's one of those things where he's exploring it, and he found like somebody online to talk to anonymously, and then somebody gets a hold of this conversation, blackmails him, and it comes out. All his friends hate him, and they're like, "Well, no, we actually love you. Like, whatever, we'll deal with it." Good movie. I like it. And the last one I watched was Red Sparrow.
The Black Widow movie that's not Black Widow.
Yes.
Yes. And
the biggest problem I have with this movie is that the whole thing's in English with Russian accents.
sure, that's how movies are, yeah, bro.
Yeah. So I'm sitting here watching Jennifer Lawrence do a horrible Russian accent for 2 hours. Why? Really good movie. And it's come out that is a real thing. Like, it's been confirmed that there was a program not called Red Sparrow, but that was a program.
Oh, sure, I'm sure.
And we all know that, but it's like Russia has confirmed it now. Like, yes, we did that. So.
Yeah. And they're not even like, are bad. They're like, yep, did it.
Yeah.
We're proud about it.
Yeah. Wait till you find out what we're doing to you right now. Oh, hey, Trump, what's up?
The elections are all a ruse. They have you looking one way so they can do something the other way.
Yeah. But no, it was a good movie. It was one of those things where I was like, I knew part of the premise was that she gets trained to like seduce marks and stuff like that.
Right.
So I'm like, is this gonna be an appropriate movie to watch on the plane?
That's always a struggle. It's like as soon
Yeah.
as a sex scene comes on, especially like Peaky Blinders, I'm like, maybe if I just dim the screen.
Right. There was only one scene in this movie where there was really like a sexual situation happening, and you didn't see anything, and it only lasted like 5 seconds.
Oh, that's fine then.
So I'm like, I'm cool with that. That's
Yep,
fine.
for sure.
Speaking of that situation, though, when Jess and I were watching Black Mirror, which you haven't watched, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay. There's an episode where it's like a super advanced Tinder. So, like, it matches you with somebody, and it says your relationship's going to last this long. Like, it tells you this is how long you get, and then you move on. And eventually, we'll find the person for you. But naturally, when they're like, all right, well, we've got, 4 days together. Let's just go fuck the whole time.
Yeah. What else would you do?
So she's watching this episode on a treadmill at the gym.
Oh, no.
So, like, every minute and a half, it's a new scene of people. She's like, I gotta turn this off. Like, how do I? So. But those are my 6 movies. Are any of those the same movies you watched?
So let me tell you about some things I watched.
Okay.
I watched Icarus, Red Sparrow, Dude, Her. No, so first one I watched was Jurassic World. Yeah.
Why do you hate yourself?
Well, I have the AMC AMC pass,
Sure.
and
You also have a limited amount of life.
yeah. So here's how Jurassic World came to play. I was meeting Jessica and some friends of ours for dinner.
Okay.
I left work early and I didn't feel like driving home just to drive all the way back.
Sure.
So I'm like, okay, I have 3 hours to kill.
Uh.
What movie starts the closest to right now? Oh, Jurassic World. Can I get one for Jurassic World, please?
Yeah. Okay.
That is literally how it happened.
I've been there. Yeah.
Now,
All right.
and it's assigned seating, and it's in like the crazy Dolby surround sound,
Okay.
awesome theater, which is included with my
Yeah.
pass.
Right.
I went to the far back row where nobody else was. There's only like 3 other people in the theater. They're in the front, and I turned on my phone. They couldn't see. So I sat back there. I answered some emails. I texted Jess. I watched the movie. It was a very nice experience for me.
Okay, that's fair.
Tuesdays at 3 o'clock is now my favorite time to watch a movie.
There you go. All right.
We then watched the new Jumanji.
Okay.
Not in theaters, obviously.
Sure.
It was really funny.
Yeah.
Really funny.
Okay. Good.
I liked it. They explained how it became a video game. They explained, they kind of mentioned Robin Williams' character in it very briefly. Like, overall, though, it was fun.
Okay. Yeah, I heard pretty good reviews of that one. It's a rock movie, so it's not going to be amazing, but
I mean, it's no skyscraper. That's not on my list.
I would hope not.
We watched Blockers.
I almost watched that on the plane.
It was really funny.
Okay.
And I thought it was going to be really bad.
Yeah.
So we had some friends stay with us over a weekend, and they did not bring their son.
Okay.
And we're like, what do you guys want to do? And he's like, I want to drink beer and watch a movie.
Nice.
We're like, yeah, let's do this, Dan.
Okay.
What do you want to watch? He goes, I don't know, something I can't watch with my son. So we're just going through comedies. He's like, yep, let's just watch this. Not because like we were all like, oh man, we want to see it. He's like, that is definitely something I can't watch with my son. Let's watch this.
Fair enough.
And we all were like, it was over, and we're all just like, well, that we're all pleasantly surprised about how fucking funny that movie was.
How old is their son now? Like 3, 4?
Yeah, he's 3.
Yeah.
He turns 4 August 28th.
But here's my thing with that, right? If you're 3, are you gonna understand most of the stuff that you shouldn't be seeing?
No, but you repeat that language.
All right. That's fair.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Then also using our passes, we watched Ant-Man and Wasp.
Yeah, I need to see this one.
It was good.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Okay.
Did you watch Avengers?
Yeah.
Okay. So remember the Thanos snap?
Uh-huh.
That happened in this movie.
Oh, okay.
And then, so some people like just dissipated. And Jessica's like, oh, what does that mean? I'm like, oh, right. You haven't watched
Oh, she didn't watch Avengers.
You didn't watch Avengers. Duh.
Oh.
So I filled her in on it.
Yeah.
But no, Ant-Man and Wasp was a lot of fun. I liked
Okay.
it because it wasn't your traditional Marvel movie. It was something new. It was unique and fresh.
Well, I feel like even the first Ant-Man was slightly different.
Agreed.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what I don't. Maybe I'll check out an Alamo Draft House while I'm in Texas.
Yeah, there you go. Also using our pass, and I will preface this with, she loved this movie. I enjoyed the shit out of my popcorn. Hotel Transylvania 3, Summer Vacation.
All right.
I laughed once. I
Okay.
smiled a couple times.
Okay.
Have you watched the first one?
I watched part of the first one.
Have you watched the second one?
No.
All right, then.
Wait. I might have watched part of the second one and none of the first one. Second one when the daughter gets married.
That's the first one.
Okay, that's when I saw part of.
Okay. First one's still the best one.
Okay.
It's fine. It's just fine. It was not the worst movie on my list.
Really?
No. That goes to the movie I could not finish. The Netflix original Ibiza.
Oh God, why would you even?
Because it has Jillian Jacobs and that redhead girl with funny teeth who I think is weirdly cute, and I don't know why because she's not really attractive.
I don't know which girl that is.
I'll
but
show you
I
a
don't-
photo. She's
I don't.
not attractive.
I don't think Jillian Jacobs is that great of a anything.
I don't think she's that great. I tend to usually like the things that she chooses to
Okay.
do, though.
Okay.
With this exception, real bad.
So, did you watch this on your Xbox One?
No.
Okay.
Why?
What'd you watch it on?
I downloaded it on my iPad.
Okay. It's a shame you have to break your iPad now.
Oh.
I think it's disgraced. I don't think it.
Can't I just like reformat the hard drive like a lot of times?
No, this is like leprosy at this point.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh. You know what? Melinda wants a new iPad. Can
There
I
you
give it
go.
to her? She likes
No,
shitty
that's
TV.
fine.
Okay,
It's
cool.
cool.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
get rid of it. That's fine.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about Mac products anyways, so fine. So that's it for my movies.
Okay. Great.
I've been watching a shit ton of. I'm not watching, but reading a shit ton of comics.
I read some things.
And speaking of comics, I have some things here in front of me.
What do you have in front of you?
Let's talk about my pulls this week.
Okay.
This week is actually a culmination of 2 weeks because I was at San Diego Comic-Con last week. Didn't pick up my comics. Infinity Countdown Black Widow one shot. Infinity Countdown Champions one shot. Infinity Countdown number 5, which leads us into the Infinity Wars Part 1. Tony Stark Iron Man 2. Batman Detective Comics 985. The Flash 51. Hal Jordan the Green Lantern Corps 49. There's only one more issue of this left, and Green Lanterns is ending.
Yes.
Justice League number 4. Justice League Dark number 1, which by my guess is going to probably last all of 13 issues.
I didn't realize they rebooted this one.
Yeah, so it's
Oh,
only
'cause
gonna,
they rebooted all 4 titles, or
3 titles.
Yeah. Okay.
Justice League Dark, and Justice League Odyssey.
Yeah.
In the book, I'll review Superman Action Comics issue 1001.
Okay.
Also, Detective 985. We are going to experience their 1,000 issue here coming up pretty soon. Because they drop twice a month.
Right. Oh, jeez. That's crazy to think about. All right. So what I pulled this week, Multiple Man #1 and 2.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
I have the first issue. I haven't read it yet, though. So here's what you think.
I read the first one. I'm halfway through the second one.
Okay.
Okay. X-Men Grand Design Second Genesis.
Yep.
I didn't realize that this was like multiple things happening. I thought it was just that one.
I thought it was going to be just that one,
Yeah.
too. And then I saw this. And then there's another one coming out in a couple months as well.
Yeah.
I'm all like, oh, Jesus.
Right? And they're like $4.99 or $5.99 a pop. And I'm like,
Yeah.
All right. X-Men Blue #32. X-23 #2. Flash 51. Did you say that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Teen Titans 20.
New team.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay. I'm like 12 issues behind, but
Fair.
I'm like, I don't know. Mr. and Mrs. X #1.
Oh, you did pick it up.
I picked it up. I haven't read it yet.
Oh, then never mind.
Okay. Green Hornet #5.
Sure.
Fucking enjoyable. Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern Corps 49. Detective 985. And the book I'm going to be talking about, Green Lantern Earth 1.
Oh, I read that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we might have different opinions on it, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
So, one, I got it for $4.99 on Comixology.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I almost bought it a couple weeks ago, hard copy in a Barnes & Noble for $16.99.
Nope.
And I didn't do it. And then, like, literally, like, last week, I'm just $4.99. Bye.
You chose well.
So, you didn't like this book.
I did not like it.
Okay.
I didn't hate it. I just didn't like it.
What did you... Oh. Okay, so we're going on a 1 to 10 scale. Where are you at?
On my liking or disliking of it?
1 is dislike, 10 is like.
It is a solid 5.
Okay. I think I'm at like a 7.5 or an 8.
Okay.
They obviously changed the origin story,
Yes, drastically.
but I'm okay with it.
Yeah, the Earth One stuff, I'm fine with them changing the origin story.
Okay. I was fine with the Manhunters being the villain. That makes sense.
Absolutely.
It was a little weird that they cut off all the Green Lanterns by building a wall around the power battery.
That was super stupid.
But whatever. It's their MacGuffin. It works. I'm interested to see what happens when they do Volume 2 with the Yellow Corps, because I don't think they can call it a Sinestro Corps.
Maybe.
But it was started by the Guardian, not by Sinestro. So maybe it's going to be... And I don't even know if that Guardian's name was. Literally, I know 2 Guardians' names. Gambit and Sade.
Inside, yeah.
Or whatever.
Said?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, anyways.
So, yeah, it's going to be the Sed Corps. It's going to be like... I don't know. But no, everything else I was fine with. You get appearances.
Everything else you're fine with?
Well, what were you not okay with?
The art. Oh my god, that was bad art.
The art wasn't great.
Yeah.
But I've seen a decline in a lot of art lately.
No doubt.
This Multiple Man, the art is horrible.
And I think that's a trend right now where people kind of want that shitty stylized art.
And it drives me crazy.
I don't disagree with you, my friend.
I would say the first couple pages reading it, the art was like, oh, this is not up to what I would like it to be. But after that, like, I just didn't even notice it. I was like, yeah, no, I know who the characters are. It was good to see Kilowog. It was good to see, I guess it was Arisia.
It was. At least I interpreted it as her.
There was a line in there, and I don't remember what it was now, but I feel like there was a line that said, my mother Arisia, or something. There was some line I read that made it seem like she wasn't actually Arisia,
Okay.
but like somebody related to her.
I don't remember that, but okay.
Yeah. But no, I thought the story was good. I thought, yeah, the art could have been better, but I feel like they don't put top-notch artists on these Earth One books anyways.
Well, I mean, that's not true. The Wonder Woman's Terry Dodson.
I didn't like the art in the Wonder Woman one.
And then the Superman one is Shane Davis.
Was it?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I read the Superman one. No.
That's the one that started it all off.
I read the first volume of the Superman one.
That's the one that was the original.
2 volumes.
And then Jeff Johns was Gary Clark.
I don't know who that is.
He's done a lot of Superman. He's doing
Okay.
Doomsday Clock right now.
Okay. All right. I stand
Gary
corrected.
Frank.
Gary Clark's the musician.
Yeah, Gary Frank.
Okay.
But anyways,
Okay.
yeah, I do
no,
see what you're saying.
I would say, other than the art maybe not being as good as it could be, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
It is definitely not the worst of all the Earth ones, in my opinion.
Batman.
I have to go back and reread Batman. I remember not liking it,
I remember most people not liking
but I
it.
don't remember why I didn't like it. I remember why I thought Wonder Woman sucked.
And that was?
Okay, one, why do all the Amazons have flying planes that look like weird vaginas? I didn't like that. I didn't like that
To
at
be
all.
fair, I never read the Wonder Woman one, so this is all new to me.
That was dumb. It was dumb. Yes, you did.
Did I?
Yes, because you were also irritated the fact that she kept saying "hola" to everybody.
Fuck, I don't know. Maybe. If she did say "oh" to everybody, that would annoy the shit out of me.
Yeah, and it did.
Okay. Maybe I'll have to go back and...
yeah.
I must have read that on Comixology. I'll have to go back and reread it.
Yeah, man, I'm just reading too much at this point. Like I'm burning through too much stuff. I keep buying too much stuff.
Yeah, that's my problem too. I'm buying like 20, 25 issues a week. I have like 100 issues unread on my thing right now. I have another 160 that I haven't even got around to buying yet because I have too much to read.
David Mack at San Diego. So the entire Kabuki series, which is like if you go side by side, is more than a foot.
Right.
He's like, I have all the hardbacks and they're not in print anymore. You should probably get them, Adrian. I'm all like, Lindsay has been talking to me about this. I'll make you a real good deal. I do like deals, David.
Oh, no.
Yeah, let me buy that entire fucking Kabuki set.
You know what's a better deal than buying that whole set, though?
What's that?
Saving the money and not buying the set.
Kabuki's supposed to be really good.
That's what people say.
I really like David Mack's art.
People also say that...
Walking Dead's good, and that's
well,
garbage.
no, I was going to say Usaki Yojimbo.
Oh, Frugal Brutal. I'll let you handle that conversation.
I've gone through about 10 issues, and I'm like, I don't get it. It might be one of those things I need to read beginning to end.
Maybe.
But I just don't get it.
And there are those books where when you read them in their completion, you're like, wow, this was a lot better. Like, I'm getting that way with a lot of single issues where I don't read them until that story arc's over because it's just more enjoyable that way.
Yeah.
Did you read Die, Die, Die?
No.
Do you know what Die, Die, Die is?
Nope.
Robert Kirkman did something that I think is revolutionary and genius.
Okay.
He dropped a brand new book called Die, Die, Die. It didn't show up in previews. He didn't do any interviews about it. It was nowhere on their website. Literally, so new comic books come out on Wednesday. On Tuesday, Image released a press statement saying there's a new book that will be in your comic book stores tomorrow called Die, Die, Die. For however shelf copy, how many copies a comic book store orders of Oblivion Song is how many copies of Die, Die, Die they are going to get.
Okay.
And that's it. We're not reprinting them. We're not re-releasing it. That's what it is. And it's Robert Kirkman's new ongoing series. You can now you can put on previews for issues 2 and everything else. So Kirkman's like, and then in the afterward, he's like, I miss going to a comic store, looking at the new this week and just buying what I thought was interesting.
Yeah.
He goes, there's too much information. There's too many websites that say stuff. There's too many previews. He goes, so me and my creative team will not be talking about this book. In previews, they will not tell you what this book is about. We will never tell you what the next issue, what is going to happen, or give you a synopsis. If you like it, buy it.
Interesting.
And I'm all like, fucking good for you, man.
Yeah, right.
Like, good. So I got issue 1, and I was like, else, I liked it well enough to keep going. And I was like, I'll get the trade. And then I said, no. No, I won't. I will get this in single issue. Because I want to support what he's doing.
Right.
In that mentality, in that mindset, I will buy your book single issue.
There you go.
So Die, Die, Die.
So what's it about?
So it is about the covertness of governments.
Okay.
So, we have the CIA, and we have all those other things. We also have a shadow organization that sends out assassinations.
Okay.
So it starts off with, she looks like Hillary Clinton, and she's not the president, she's a senator, but she sends a kill order for this guy who's going to be elected the new prime minister in England.
Okay.
And he's a bad guy. He's a pedophile, which is horrible, but he is going to be...
Sorry. He's in England?
He's in England.
Then he's a pedophile.
Oh, you're right. Yes.
Sorry.
He likes he defiles pita chips. He's
That's
a
right.
pedophile. She puts out a kill order on him.
Okay.
So it's all about like how these shadow governments control actual government with these kill orders. And the guy who was sent to do the kill order completed it, but then he got caught and his nose got cut off. And now they're holding him hostage. So they sent the nose back to her as we got your homie. So then
Okay.
So
you
then
couldn't just do a finger or something? I mean,
nose. Fucking nose.
all right.
And then so she gets with the president. The president tells her to fucking fix it. So she calls one of the other guys, one of her other cleaners. And then you see that he's like, okay, you got it. And he goes and gets one other person to help him, who is the twin of the person who just got killed. Or not killed, but nose cut off.
Okay.
And you're like, whoa, there's two of them. Because you don't, like, they build it really well. And the whole time you see, like, cutscenes of somebody walking, like, driving a car. And all you see is the cutscene of the car, and they do something else because the cutscene's in a red color.
Okay.
The cutscene of these feet walking into a door, and then the story. The cutscene of these doors opening, and it's gun armory. Cutscene of this, and then the last panel, it's full panel in that same red, so you know it's the cutscene. It's a third brother who's fucking just like loaded up with weapons and ammo and shit. Who's about to go do something. You're like, the fuck is going on? This is crazy.
Okay.
Oh man.
I might have to pick that one up. That sounds actually pretty
just buy it.
interesting.
Die.
Yeah. Okay.
And they're releasing like 4 different covers with word bubbles or just changing it. You don't get to order what cover. Like what you get's what you get. Like we are just.
So I wonder if I buy the digital version, if I get all the covers.
Oh, maybe. It's just different
I
word
know
balloons.
I've had that before where it'll throw the variant onto that file.
Yeah, it's just different word balloons. But I like that they're like, nope, we're just dropping this secret new book out of nowhere. They'll be in your comic stores tomorrow. Nobody knows what the hell you're talking about.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Like,
no, I mean, I like
support
that.
it.
Like, yeah, I think I've been pretty vocal on here. Like, I'm not a fan of previews.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't want to read a blurb about in 6 months what's happening with my book because it's going to spoil what's happening now.
Right.
So just throwing that out there and letting people discover it, to me, that's awesome.
And you know, I like previews. But I don't read the blurbs.
Right.
I don't read the blurbs. I like that they bold the names and the issues and the artists, and then the blurbs aren't bolded.
Okay.
So I just look for what's bolded, and if it's something new, like, hey, this new series, okay, well, what's it about? Okay, I do want to add this to my pull list, or I don't. So for Die, I go to a small comic store.
Sure.
And they don't do shelf copies of a lot of stuff.
Okay.
So if I don't say I want this book, I can't just pull it from the shelf.
Right.
I need to pre-order it. So like I was like, do you have Die? He goes, nope, because I don't get shelf copies of Oblivion Song.
Jeez.
So I had to go to a different store to get a copy of Die.
Yeah.
So if I don't go through previews, I miss stuff.
Right. I remember this is 10, 15, almost 20 years ago now. Jesus Christ. I'm getting old.
Yeah.
Uncanny X-Men number 350. The one
That's
where
the Gambit on the cover, isn't it?
It was
the Marauders.
The foil cover Gambit trial in Antarctica when they
Yes.
find out he organized the Marauders. I was literally getting my comics from the magazine rack at the grocery store at the time.
Of course.
You know, Albertsons.
Why?
Where everybody
Whoa.
used to purchase their comic books.
Yes, people buy comics from Albertsons.
And now Albertsons doesn't even exist, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's like one.
You got one over there. The one that used to be on Madison and Evergreen in Everett, like kitty corner from Rodland Toyota.
Yeah.
That's gone.
Oh,
They
okay.
closed that. There's no Albertsons in Everett.
It's
anymore.
probably due to shoplifting.
Well, and you have, yeah, you have a Safeway on 75th in Evergreen, and a Safeway on 41st in Evergreen.
That's why they got rid of it, because
you
Safeway
didn't
and Albertsons are the same company
You didn't need
now.
an Albertsons between those two. Yeah. Anyways, so that's where I used to get my comics all the time. Well, they didn't get Uncanny X-Men 350 because it was such a special issue. So I called around to local stores, and and I tried to find it. And nobody had it. They're like, no, we only got so many. And I don't remember how. I think I found one on eBay because it was like late '90s. Like eBay had just become
just kind of started. Yeah.
And I think I found one for like $25 or something like that. Cover price on that thing was like $1.75 at the time. So
We've all had. I had to buy the Red Death #1 for $40.
oh jeez.
Because somebody was like, "Oh no, I'll hold a copy for you," and he didn't.
Wow, buddy.
Right here, homie.
So, anyways, did you still want to talk about action? Do you
I can say something really simple. It was a fine Superman book.
Okay.
Here's the problem. When Dan Jurgens was writing it, it was really good. When Peter Tomasi was writing it, it was really good. You made a big fucking deal about Bendis coming on, and it was already a good book. He hasn't made it any better. It's just maintaining the status quo.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm like, oh, well, then I would rather keep going with Jurgens' story that just ended abruptly because you have made nothing spectacular.
Okay.
Thank you, dick bag.
All right, fair enough.
And I'll be seeing him in September. I might tell him that.
Yeah, you should.
I might. That's it for me, though.
Make sure you record that, though.
Okay, yeah, me telling him that?
Yeah.
I may not use the same verbiage I used here.
Well, I mean, if you want, I can just pull this audio out and you can hand it to him. Be like, this is what I think. Click.
Oh, yeah. I might say, hey, I heard this sentiment. And I don't agree with the verbiage, but I agree with what's being said.
And oddly, the guy sounds a lot like me.
Yeah. I have 3 twins, like die. That's
okay. Fair.
That's it. That's what it is.
All right, that's all I got, buddy.
That's all I got. We'll see you guys not next week.
Maybe the week after. Are you here the week after?
Yeah, I'm not leaving again until mid-August.
Okay, I don't know when I leave again.
Oh, we'll see you guys sometime in August-ish.
Yeah, ish.
Ish.
Maybe.
Bye. Wait.
What? Huh?
Oh, bye.
No, bye.